Hey, hi there. Hi, Mike Jones. How are you
Hey,
today?
I'm gravy.
That's great. That's great. That's
Gravy
good.
is all good.
Yeah, today we're going to have a talk about President Trump, the new President-elect Trump, and I have a few questions to ask because I'm not from America and I'm still very new to politics, and I've just got a few curious questions to ask Mike Jones. So, Mike, if you want to introduce yourself, could you can how you can introduce yourself? You can tell us about yourself.
Well, yes,
Who
I'm
are
Mike
you?
Jones, New York City funny man. Also, the creator of I Might Get Shot. That also deal with political and also things of the neighborhood, and also how rappers glorify and made money off of the neighborhood state. You know
Right,
that
right.
they dealt in. you
Okay,
know, so I deal with
okay.
them topics as well.
Yeah, but you also said to me that you were a veteran. What what
Oh
what
yeah.
type of what type of war did you do? I don't know.
But you see, I didn't do a war. Actually, I was training to be a White House guard. I took early
Oh,
training at Jamaica Armory, and from
okay.
there I got shipped to Fort Hamilton
Right.
and did a little training there before I got shipped to Fort Benning, Georgia.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
where all the military would meet, every branch of
Right.
the military, and they would train to be White House guards.
Okay. That must have been a nice
Yeah.
experience. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's something to learn,
Yeah.
something to know. See, I was trying to get in the White House just in case they press that button. I can rise
Right.
and see.
For real. For real. Well, what
Yeah.
I want to show you something. You haven't seen what I've told you about this. This is for about 3 minutes. I'd like you to take a look at this clip from Donald Trump. What I saw came to my attention yesterday.
Bible is the King James Version and also includes our founding father documents. Yes, the Constitution, which I'm fighting for every single day, very hard to keep Americans protected. Also, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance are all part of this. God bless the USA Bible, and it's just very important and very important to me. I want to have a lot of people have it. You have to have it for your heart, for your soul. Many of you have never read them and don't know the liberties and rights you have as Americans and how you are being threatened to lose those rights. It's happening all the time. It's a very sad thing that's going on in our country, but we're going to get it turned around. Religion and Christianity are the biggest things missing from this country, and I truly believe that we need to bring them back, and we have to bring them back fast. I think it's one of the biggest problems we have. That's why our country is going haywire. We've lost religion in our country. All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book. This Bible is a reminder that the biggest thing we have to bring back America and to make America great again is our religion. Religion is so important. It's so missing, but it's going to come back, and it's going to come back strong, just like our country is going to come back strong. In the end, we do not answer to bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven. Christians are under siege. We must protect content that is pro-God. We love God, and we have to protect anything that is pro-God. We must defend God in the public square and not allow the media or the left-wing groups to silence, censor, or discriminate against us. We have to bring Christianity back into our lives and back into what will be again a great nation. Our founding fathers did a tremendous thing when they built America on Judeo-Christian values. Now that foundation is under attack, perhaps as never before. What can we do? Stand up, speak out, and pray that God will bless America again. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again. Pray, get educated, get motivated, and stand with me and the legions of Americans asking God to bless our great nation, to bring our great nation back, and to make America great again. I'm proud to partner with Lee in this offering. He's a very special man, both as a talent, but maybe even more so as a human being. He's very, very special. Get a copy of God Bless the USA Bible now and help spread our Christian values with others. There you have it. Let's make America pray again. God bless you, and God bless the USA.
Right. Okay. So, let me remove him.
Well, one thing I could say, well, growing up as a kid, you know, before class started, we used to say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, individual with liberty and justice for all. They didn't say liberty and justice for certain people, but for all. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and then my father's God to thee, sweet land of liberty of thee I sing, even though they stole that from the England. And you know, that's where
Yeah.
y'all used to sing, our land is glorious, long live victorious. But that's
Yes.
neither here nor there. But yes, we used to say prayers in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So okay.
in England they took out in the morning. We used to have an assembly. Everyone used to all of the classes used to go into assembly in like in the hall, and where the head teacher would be on the stage, and
Yeah.
then she would I think from what I can remember, because it's so long ago it stopped. We used to say, I'm sure we used to say the Lord's Prayer. I'm sure we did in the morning time. We would all say it in the
Yeah.
assembly,
Our
and then
Father, wait a minute, what was
our
it?
Father in heaven, our
It was
Father
this.
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Forgive us this
Yeah,
day
but
our daily bread, as we will, as we
yeah,
forgive
but
those
see,
who
all that changed. All that changed
What
when
year? What
other
year did it
countries.
change?
All that changed when other countries start coming to school in America, and I felt that when they took that out of the equation, like he said, that also started the chain reaction of rebellious in school, not living. You know, all that changed. All that did change. You
Oh,
know,
hold on a minute. Slow down. Slow down. So it changed when? When notably, like for me, notably, that I note it changed in like 1970, like 1976. That's my
right?
kind of memory. When that's on our plantation
Yeah,
of
on your
England.
plateau.
So on
See,
your plantation,
I was changed at a much earlier than that. You know, you could say it changed when I got in high school. You know,
what
and
year was that?
that was like in '75. You know,
Right. So
because
as I
I
said, and
noticed,
us was about 76, because I
yeah.
went to
So
secondary
y'all
school.
came 2 years later.
Right. So basically, so they've been on this plan to like take God out of schools and the system. Because I'm all even the bells. I don't hear the bells ring anymore. I used to hear ding
Right.
dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
No,
Uh,
at noon, 1 o'clock,
yeah, yeah, and the Sunday bells. Like the Sunday bells calling people to
church
come to
bell.
church. 10 o'clock in the morning, and then
Yeah,
you just don't hear the bells anymore, because apparently the bells are a part of the healing of the masses. When the bells
yeah,
gong, then it vibrates through our body
yeah,
to help heal us. But they have these people who are certain individuals, they've taken the bells away because they know what people don't know, how it heals us. I can't see the camera. The camera's gone.
see, because I didn't want my cigarette on podcast.
It's too late. It's too late. Don't worry. I'll spark up as well. But anyway, so yes. So my next question to you is why? Well, I did want to ask Gray this. She's not there, but what? Because who would you have voted for? If you could you? Do you want to say why you're voting about your
No,
voting?
I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Right.
Um, for me, if I was able to vote, but they told me I wasn't, because I had a couple of felonies on my belt. But yet and still, we got a president with 34 felonies, but he could run for president. So now that he ran for president, I think I have the opportunity to run for president or any part of the government that I chooses to go into.
Yeah,
You
go
know,
based on your abilities and not based on your records. That's right.
right? But that doesn't see my record didn't say anything about violence or killing anyone or
Right.
harming anyone but myself.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
But it's the fact that in this country of America, they don't give you the right. You can't vote because I don't know if they do that in England. I don't know.
Well,
You know.
however, it's I look at it like this: no matter who I vote for, they gonna put in the chair who they want in the chair, not just they gonna put in anyone they choose to put in there.
Well, yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I could debate that because currently what is going to be coming out is going to be it's going to show expose how they have been running it as how what you're saying that they put people deliberately in the seats. That's going to be
yeah,
coming out. It's going to be exposed because the other people saw it, but they couldn't see it themselves. For us in
they
England,
didn't want to see it.
yeah, they couldn't see
It's
for
all
themselves.
smoke and mirrors, all
Right,
smoke and mirrors.
but
You know,
it's all broken now. Those mirrors are broken, and the smoke is coming out, and the truth is being revealed. And this is what's due to happen because Donald he said in another one of his speeches just like that. He said that he's going to expose everything. He's going to expose JFK records, the dad's records. He's going to expose the alien records.
he did that
UFO.
already. What if you
No,
noticed when he ran in the first
they
election,
stopped
all
him.
the candidates that he had up there,
Yeah,
and what he did his thorough background and let them know, look, I know about you and your family. Look at Christie. He was running around him like a little puppy. He said, you can go home now, Christie. We don't need you here.
who's Christie?
Yeah, Governor Christie from New
Oh,
Jersey.
right, yeah,
Meanwhile, they having a crisis in Jersey, and he running around behind Donald Trump because he was talking nonsense about Donald Trump.
right,
I
right.
can't get my
Yeah,
camera
there were a lot
right.
of snakes in his camp. Apparently, in his first term, he didn't know. He thought he could rely on the people who were experienced at running the White House. How to do it. But apparently, they were the snakes. They were like the people that were just put there to help. To not help him become an effective president. Apparently, so this time round, it's just going to be his family. He's recognized and he's been pumped. He's been given the knowledge now of the people who are the snakes within the system.
Yeah,
So,
they all are.
hey,
Wait a
what's her
minute, you
name?
can't leave him out.
What's her name? What's the woman Haley? The one who was going up against him, wanting to take his place, Haley, and she's from up somewhere up the map of America.
Yeah,
Haley
but
Thompson, I don't know, but he said that he doesn't want her anywhere near him. And then also the next one, Mike Pompeo, he doesn't want him near him. So basically he's weeding out the people not to be around him going forward to
of
hopefully be
course,
effective.
of course, those the ones who didn't stand by his side when they were saying he was trying to mess up the votes.
That's right.
And those who stood by his side, he want them back in the chair because he got them. He
That's
got
right.
them as loyal people, you
That's right.
know?
Yes, that's right. That's right. So do you
Loyalty
think,
goes a long way, wouldn't you agree?
yeah,
All right,
yeah,
then. They had loyalty, you know?
definitely. Definitely. It's a loyalty runs deep.
Yeah.
Loyalty is, never ending. You're there to the end. That's his family's there anyway. We know that for sure, which is good. I have another question. So do you think that he would be good for you for America and black people? Do you think he will be good
Listen,
this time around?
let me tell you something about black people. Black people can have no money but could come up with a meal. Black people don't have to have, see, it would be harder on those who don't know how to survive in poverty. See, black folks been living in poverty, so we know how to survive. We know how to take one piece of chicken and feed a family of 12.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? They'll have meat in their pocket.
You expect nothing from.
Nothing. I don't expect for them to do anything, but go in my pockets and raise taxes for the foreign government to start more wars. Because who you think
But
funding
no,
the
but
war?
he's already said that his friends already. He said, "I am friends with Putin,"
That's
and
what his mouth say. Congress, but you see, he got to go through Congress for any move he make, and they could veto anything he say. Just
no,
like Congress could
no,
throw
no, no,
something out there, and
no,
then
no,
he could, being the president, can veto that.
no. Apparently Donald Trump. He's running the House. He owns the House. He owns the Senate, and he owns the other. He owns both sides of the House.
That's what your
The
mouth
majority.
say. That's what it. Listen, a mouth can tell you anything, but when the actions come, you got to wait
Yes.
on the actions.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah.
I don't. That's why I said I don't believe anything until I see it. And then you got to believe. See, I was always taught believe
Seeing is believing.
99%.
Oh,
Don't believe 99% of the things you hear, and
yeah.
don't believe 99% of the things you see. You might have heard it wrong and saw it different. Like you might have, like for instance, you might see a pastor coming out the bar, and right away, oh, I saw him coming out of the bar. But in reality, he went in the bar to use the restroom.
Right.
His car broke down and he was a long way from home.
Right. Yeah.
You
Different
know?
perspectives. Yes. Yeah.
And no matter what, somebody always gonna tell you, I heard this and I heard that. Come on, you ain't heard, and then they add in their own 2 cents to make it sound even great.
Mm.
And
So
all they need is a cosign and say, hey, didn't you hear that too? Yeah, I heard it. I heard it from you. You told it to me yesterday.
right. Yeah.
You told it. Didn't you hear that? See, listen, ask him. He heard it too. You told it to me yesterday, man. So I didn't hear it until you told me. But they want you to co-sign what they heard.
Who wants you to co-sign it? Who wants you to co-sign?
Right.
Like,
That's why I tell people I live long by saying, don't ask me nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing. I ain't saw nothing. And I damn sure don't know nothing.
right. Yeah.
So don't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Because if you tell me something, then I'll know something, but I don't want to know nothing.
Mm.
This way nobody can ask me nothing.
Right. Okay.
It's a beautiful thing living.
Right. And then I had another one said, what message would you give to President Trump if he was listening to if he happened to listen to this? Fat chance.
What I would say to him is, what he should fight more for is the military. The veterans who served in the military, the veterans who got injured in the military, and God bless those families who died in the military. See, the sons and daughters shouldn't have to pay for anything, especially when it comes to schooling.
Right.
The military people who got hurt should not have to pay for anything because they also help America stay great. They also help America stay what they are today, a country of freedom, a country of wealth, a country of understanding as well as misunderstanding.
Okay.
It was them who stood on that front line and took the lumps and the bruises. So give them back something besides taxing them more.
So they don't really help the veterans here then.
Yes. You want to do something for America, President, Mr. President? Open up more learning centers. Put that tax money toward that. Open up Open up some more after school centers so kids could get up off the streets and stop following gang leaders and how to smoke weed and drink. Huh?
Right,
Do
yes.
more of educating your people in this country. You
Yeah.
know, in most countries, people don't have to pay to go to college.
Yes,
You
yes,
know?
yes, yeah.
Hey,
In my country, you don't pay in England. Yeah, you don't pay for the first 3 or 4 years, and then if you're gonna study on afterwards, then you pay. That's what
yeah.
and that made me suffer because I weren't able to finish my degree. They said no, you can't have any more money, and I was shocked. I was like, what? But I thought I'll go on my own steam in life.
Well,
This wasn't meant for me.
well, in America, you'd have had to pay from the time you got out of school. And that don't make no sense because when
Yeah,
the
that's
kids
bad.
get out of school, what are you doing? They're winding up in debt. They're winding up with a debt they can't pay because they don't have no jobs.
Yeah, and that's what happened to me because I couldn't get a job in the field of work because in England the system goes you got to have experience in the field before they let you in. I studied for it, and because I worked with social care, they didn't want to let me in to go and sit and work on their computers. They just saw me as a person to stay in social care and not go into the field of that office work. They just kept that office work for a certain minority of people, and not my minority, but another majority of people. It was that those jobs were more open for them and not persons like myself. This was like back in the 90s. I studied a lot in my time. I studied to try to see if I could get in the system, but they just saw in England, they just saw me fit for the system just to wash bottoms and work with the disabled people, love them all and everything. But that's all they just saw me good for, which is fine, because I've had great experiences with them, and that's why I'm here in America to have another experience, which I am getting, not washing bottoms. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So, but anyway, Michael, it's been great talking with you, and I'm sure we're going to speak again.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, and we'll see what's my friends. I'm going to send this to my friends. I want a cough in a minute. Hold on. Right, had my cough. Yeah. So, but we will speak again, and and thank you once again. I appreciate this, and and we will come back. So we will end the
All right.
recording.
So next time we see you when we see you.
Yeah.
You always say peace, never say goodbye. Goodbye is for the dead.
Peace out, people. Okay, nice one. Bye.
Peace out.